Hi guys, welcome back. Dory Sukup here, founder of InSPAration Management. I'm here to share with you this month's featured article. This month I'm going to focus on the myth and reality for opening a medical spa. I want to help you avoid costly mistakes. So you're probably wondering, why am I wearing this graduating robe? Because this is the month of June and we have a lot of people who are graduating. Plus, I've been working a lot with the Empire Medical Group, so a lot of doctors that I meet and medical professionals are actually graduating from doing all sorts of technical educational programs with them. And it reminds me of actually graduating. So whether you are a medical professional watching this or an entrepreneur who's thinking about opening up a brand new day spa or medi spa, then this is definitely an article you want to stay and watch or read below. So what I come across when people actually meet us or reach out to us to help them open a business is a lot of people may think that they know how to do everything. They may have owned another business before, or they have a medical practice, or just because they know how to run that particular business, they think that running a medical spa or starting a brand new business is a snap. They can just snap their fingers and it's done, or wave a magic wand and it's actually done. So what we do as a business development firm is we help you avoid a lot of costly mistakes. We help you avoid reinventing the wheel. And that's what a lot of people, sometimes they don't reach to us until they've already gone halfway through their planning process, and then we have to correct mistakes to make sure that they're setting their business up for success. So I'm going to share with you a couple of the myths and some of the reality that you really need to find out about, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel and it doesn't have to cost you a lot of money and make a lot of mistakes. I did actually a webinar, as a matter of fact, about this. I want to invite you to go and also watch it. It's an hour webinar where I go a little bit more in depth from what I'm going to be sharing with you actually in this featured article. You can find the webinar on InSPArationmanagement.com, and it's right there on the home page. You can access the free InSPAration page, and there you'll find all sorts of complimentary webinars that you can actually watch to help you with your business. So make sure you go and check it out. All right, so here's myth number one. I hear this all the time. I don't need a business plan. I have it all in my head. And that's where it all starts, right? It all starts with having an in-depth, detailed business plan that will actually also include some financial planning or feasibility study within it. You have to have that. If you don't, then you're basically setting up your business on quicksand, and you may be open, you may stay open for a year, but then after that, your business is going to crumble. As a matter of fact, according to the Department of Commerce, over 1 million businesses open up every year. Those are all types of businesses. And do you know what percentage actually succeed? Only 200,000 actually succeed, and 800,000 actually close within the first 5 years. 800,000 fail within the first 5 years. Why? Because of poor planning. So I would not skip that part. If nothing else, you should definitely have someone help you with a good business plan, so you have a good solid foundation, and then you can share that plan with your team so they also know where you're trying to go. So that's the reality, is you have to have a business plan and a financial plan for your success. And the myth number two that I usually hear is, I have an idea of how much money I need to open and operate my medical spa. Well, having an idea is fine and dandy, but you really need to know exactly what you are getting into. You need to know down to how much is each room going to cost me to build, and how much is it going to cost me to actually put, whether it's lasers, whether it's equipment, hydrofacial, different types of equipment that you need to actually do the treatments. You need to know down to the penny almost how much it's going to cost you to actually build the whole place. So not only that, but you also are going to need an operational budget, because not only do you want to know how much money you need to open, but you need to know how much it's going to cost you for at least the first 6 months of opening, to how much are you going to have to invest further to make sure again that you get things going. So having a feasibility study initially and then having an operational budget is definitely a must. So the business plan is a must, and then you have to have your financial planning. So that's the second tool that we also offer, by the way. We have a budget that you can have a budget done within an hour. It's all pre-formatted, pre-calculated. It's ready for you to roll. So that's the reality of myth number 2. Number 3 is they tell me, well, I only need an architect to design my medical spa. Big mistake. Because you know what? An architect probably has never been to a medical spa. They might be very good at designing, but they don't know what it takes to actually operate a medical spa successfully, and they don't know what the guest experience should be like. And that's something that a person like myself can help you do. We need to plan the entire experience. We need to plan the flow. Once they come in, where do they go for a consultation? What happens after they go to the consultation? Where's the transition area? What kind of lighting do we need? What kind of plugs do we need? Where should the air conditioning be? All those things. What size should the room be? Those are all things that you need to know, because if you're putting laser in one room, then the laser room needs to be bigger than your regular facial room, for example. So those are all things that a person like myself can help you create, rather than having an architect do it and then you move in and then you realize, oh my God, this is not right and this is not right. And talking about costly mistakes, it's very costly. So you want to avoid that altogether. So what a space plan allows you to do is we chart actually the whole space, and then you take that plan and then you give it to the architect so they can do their thing. That way you know that your business will be set up properly as far as ratios from revenue generators for revenue per square foot, to relaxation area, to places that are non-profitable, and you know you have a good accurate ratio. So that you need to definitely do. All right, let's move on to myth number 4. This is funny. We hear this all the time, and you know, like, oh, I have a cousin or my brother or my aunt is gonna build me my website, or they're gonna help me brand my business. And I say to that, good luck. Because you see, anybody can build a website, but having a website that is actually working for you is a totally different game altogether, because any website is not going to do that for you. You want to make sure that your website is going to generate traffic. You want to make sure you're generating leads from your website, and you want to make sure that you're generating revenue and making reservations. So all these things take planning and take a strategic positioning online for you to be found and to entice people to actually come and visit you or pick up the phone and call you. So there is an art to building a website. Not anybody can just have these very key components in it to ensure that you're going to be busy. I would not risk failure because you don't want to spend few $1,000s to build a website. So I have an incredible team here that builds websites every single day, but we don't just build any websites. We build websites that are going to generate traffic for you and generate leads so you can build your list and actually start marketing to that list. So those are some of the very important things. And the other thing about branding is you want to have everything is uniformed, from like your logo, picking out your colors, to doing your logo, to actually having a great online presence with all your social media platforms, your videos. All these things are very, very important. By the way, if you want to do videos, the person that's videotaping this for me right now is Mr. Craig. He's been doing my videos for a long time. He's with 360 Business Videos, so he can help you create some videos for your business if you like. So it's all about branding. So everything has to look very nice and very professional. All right, myth number 5. I'm not worried about the competition. I'll be just fine. That's truly a recipe for disaster. Anytime you are that arrogant or you're egotistical that you don't think you have to fear competition, look out. You're in big trouble. So you always want to fear competition, but not to fear them really, but to be better than them so you can surpass them and crush them. That would be my goal for you. And how we do that is, again, all with positioning. You want to position yourself as an expert so you can attract people to you than being pushy on people. There's a big difference between that. It's a difference between practicing pull marketing or push marketing. And my preference method is to actually attract people to you. Just like me doing this newsletter, I'm sharing information, so you're being drawn to me. I'm showing you my expertise, so you're being drawn to me. I can't tell you how many times people find my videos on YouTube and call up our office, and that's a way for us to generate leads. Why? Because I'm showing them that I am an expert, and that's what I can help you do. We want to position you as the true expert that you are, so you can attracting people to come, the right people. You don't want just any people. You want the affluents. You want the people that can afford you, so you can charge them more and get them to come to your place. All right, so how do we do that? I want you to go and visit becomepublished.com, and there you'll see and discover a seminar that we do. It's called Write Your Book in One Weekend, and I can help people like yourself actually become published authors. And it's an amazing event, and all of our members, our titanium and platinum members, all get to come to this actual event, and we can help them all become published authors. The next one is going to be in the fall, so you should come so I can help you improve your positioning. All right, so I'm not gonna go into the all 10 myths. I'm actually gonna stop here. So I'm at myth number 5, but there's actually 10 different ones that you really need to continue on watching, and you really should go to the webinar that I just told you about and go and watch all 10 of them. And then at the end of the webinar, or I can just tell you about it now, if you're really serious about going into business, one of the best things you can do for yourself is to come to the Leap Ahead seminar. This is a 3-day event that we do where we go over A to Z how to truly operate a business successfully. You should not open a business unless you come to that event. It'll be the best investment you can make, so you know exactly what you're getting into. So the next one we're having is actually in July, the end of July. So you should combine a little business with pleasure. Come down to Daytona Beach. The seminar is right on the beach in a beautiful resort called Shores Resort and Spa. So you can get your hand on this blueprint to make sure to set you up for success. So with that, I want to encourage you to go and check that out. One other thing I'd like to offer you is to set up a strategic planning session. So in case you are just getting started, or maybe you're already open and need some tweaking, then you can always go to the homepage again on InSPArationmanagement.com, and there you can make actually an appointment to reserve a success planning session. So all you have to do is fill out a form, and then you get an email, and on the email it will tell you to schedule the time for one of my team members to speak with you. And then if I need to get on the phone, they make arrangements for me to actually speak with you. So I want to wish you all good luck. Make sure that you plan properly. We have everything that you need to help you set up for success, so don't try to reinvent the wheel. So go watch that webinar, check it out, and see how we can help you. I enjoyed being with you today, and until next time, stay inspired.